Welcome, Squidling, to the Squiddy Pool.
hey there. Wanna see some cool shit? Well, you're probably in the wrong place. You wanna see a guy be a dumbass for several hours? We get you. Hello. It is a day of the not scheduled. You know. The thing where I realize this game is new and shiny and exciting. And I want to touch it a lot. So I'm gonna. Director Scar, Adamok, Asakna, Taraka, AC the Rock Devil, Micron A15, Mokrisar, those dedicated and happen to not be doing anything else at the time, arriving
it's raining hands.
For the unannounced, unscheduled, off day, hands. Random shenanigans, the cannibals of the watchers
to the squidding pool.
Absolutely.
Who are always waiting and always ready.
Years of life
It's raining hats.
Also, guys, I think something is wrong with my PC fan. It goes like kind of hat. Red.
Sane Psycho 11,
Yellow.
Sylph Snipe, Arrow Leali, Trevor 225 is Fly, Kaiju Killer in that dunk from his sock to that pile of bombs, and then Taraka with a 91 months yourself. You with the shiniest squidlings. Thank you guys.
I'm gonna let myself.
He got in. I think did he get in? Oh no, he's behind it. It looked like he climbed into it from my angle. It was like the saga of Marshmallow finally come to a satisfactory conclusion. The saga of Marshmallow desperately trying to find a place to sleep.
Squidling to the squidding pool.
Not yet. Toblin!
Apparently there is button. Sorry I've been absent, mate. Life's been brutal.
Don't ever gotta fucking apologize for not hanging out in chat, especially when you have a tier 2 with 2 play sub of 52 months you've been rolling the whole time, my guy.
Hey,
what the fuck are you apologizing for? US Mercer 56 months! You with the shiniest squidding. Hello everybody with your unannounced off-day stream hats. Welcome on in. So today, we're gonna play Number Gets Smaller. This is the opposite of what we normally do. Number Gets Smaller is a new and exciting creation.
Hallelujah.
From the makers of the smash hit
Amen.
Numbers Get... Hold on.
I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna let myself
You can do it, Marshmallow.
Absolutely.
You can do it.
Fucking.
You can do it. You can do it. Don't let Dingus tell you how to live your life.
Hats. Hallelujah.
Don't let Dingus tell you what you can and can't do.
Every kind of hat.
Get in there.
Red.
Get in there.
Yellow. Poop. Eureka and Kraken too.
You deserve happiness and comfort.
It's raining hats.
Oh, look at him go.
It's raining hats. Amen.
A satisfying conclusion for the story.
Absolutely. Fucking. Don't. It's raining
A
hats.
satisfying conclusion.
Hallelujah. It's raining hats.
He has
Every
acquired
kind of
comfort.
Red, purple, yellow, poop.
He fucking did it.
Eureka and Kraken too.
He fucking did it, the man. Where's my head?
It's raining
It's raining hats.
Hallelujah.
USN Mercer, he'll come in not just with his own,
Amen.
but with 25 additional hats. Indraw, Continuity, Daisy Cutter 312, Demo Master, Dan 999, Martin Estro, Paper Spartan, Maneuver, S Raven Dust, Squid Under 97, Disappointalism, Nicholas Logan 255, Asane 221, Markabus, Incendiary, Segatastic, The Jester's Curse, Kirby the Gamer Buff, Raz Gaming, M1R11, Rocky Antenna, Nutiketch 29, Dog Jesus 96, Noah is Ordinary, and Joke Destroyer.
Is it someone new?
TNT. In here to Wombo combo that. Schweppy, Zig over Zags, Anime 44, Junkie, Dominancy, Pixel, Jazz, Brian!
It's raining hats. Hallelujah.
It's raining fucking hats. Now, as anyone who has attempted to log in to Final Fantasy in the last 2 days is probably aware.
Stop right there, criminal scum!
The login situation in Final Fantasy right now is absolutely unacceptable. Not because of the queue, not because of like the wait times or anything. Those are unavoidable things that are going to happen with the new expansion. But it is absolutely unacceptable, and nobody should accept this from a developer ever. Everybody should be complaining and rioting and going nuts about the fact that the queue encounters an error every 5 to 8 minutes, which closes your entire client and forces you to re-authenticate and log back in. That is unacceptable. Big number, big queue, overloaded servers. Understandable. It's a new expansion. Have a nice day. Encountering a server connection error for 1 second force closes your entire client and requires you to fully re-authenticate with two-factor. Absolutely unacceptable. But Hirasui, Link 1429, 2 more lifeguards coming in with some hats for you guys. Thank you, TNT DMD, not just for the $5, but for the extra follow-up hat. And Adamok as well. So, what we're going to do today, theoretically, we're going to play Final Fantasy. I don't know if that's going to happen. This is probably, there's no ETA. I think this is in the... I don't think it's as long as it looks like it is raw time. I think it's... like, raw time to go through that many people is probably 30 to 40 minutes. But that's not the problem. The problem is the absolutely unacceptable disconnection bugs. And our RNG on the lobby error is the sole determining factor on how long it actually takes to get in here. It might be a little longer than that, but this, just based on what I've been through so far, it was like 4,800, 4,900 when I first tried to log in. And I think, I guess that was a little longer ago than I thought. That was actually probably 30 minutes ago. So this is actually probably like an hour and a half to 2-3 hours. Because most of the time it refreshes, it doesn't actually update the number. I think I've got about 1,000 in 30-40 minutes. So this is probably 2 to 2.5 hours. But again, that's not the thing that's the most important. The thing that's the most important is whether the lobby completely breaks and force closes the client and puts us at the back of the line. If that happens even once, we probably can't play Final Fantasy today. But it's okay, because we, of course, master planner that I am, have a contingency. It's very fantastic and very effective, guaranteed success contingency plan. It's RuneScape. It's a RuneScape stream disguised as a Final Fantasy stream. Or is it a Final Fantasy stream disguised as a RuneScape stream? I'm not confident what direction... Oh, sorry, stream woo. I pre-typed that. I'm not confident what direction that engagement goes. What am I actually at? I did most of these. We drove up to Gainesville earlier. I'm most of the way done this. Is it a Final Fantasy stream disguised as a RuneScape stream, or is it a RuneScape stream disguised as a Final Fantasy stream? I'm not really sure. Either way, I'm gonna finish my Slayer task. Wait, I have tolerance? No, get this shit off of me. I don't have fucking tolerance. Attack me directly. I don't want to have to click on you. I want you to do it. Surely that's far enough. Will you attack me now, green men? Seriously? Okay. We'll go out this door then. Sometimes you have to run 3 tiles and everything hates you again. Sometimes you have to run halfway across the entire fucking building. I'm really not confident what determines which way that goes. If we're seeing the Final Fantasy wrapper here, Flash, that's good, because Flash means a queue update, which means nothing has crashed. Aha! I've reached a point in my life where I'm just like, fuck it, I'm lazy. I'll absolutely just guzzle prayer pots to do this Slayer shit. Everyone just walked away. Come here, you little shit! I don't care who. I don't want to have to interact with the client. This is Slayer. I want to sit here and talk to chat while numbers slowly get bigger. But everybody has literally formed a full maximum organized perimeter as far away from me as physically possible. All I want is, like, it can take my offhand. It can replace the Dragon Defender. Give me a foam middle finger that I can equip in my offhand that makes things within, like, 5 tiles of me hostile. Is that too much to ask? I want a giant foam middle finger. I want everyone to get pissed and come to me so I don't have to interact with my game client. It's the end game of RuneScape, is not ever having to click on the game again. That's the inevitable goal the further you get in RuneScape, is just to click on the game less and less and less to the inevitable conclusion of literally just not playing it anymore, at which point you never click on it again. So I do get 90 Culinarian and Gridania yesterday morning. Culinarian's the weird one to level for sure. Culinarian hard, it just takes so much crap. That's when I play the old content. I've been playing slowly in Final Fantasy XIV, but damn update drops and the world dies. Yeah, sorry to anybody who is not here to play Endwalker and is just enjoying their leisurely stroll through Final Fantasy and the game has functionally just been turned off for you. I wish Dwarfweed and Guamleaf didn't literally look identical. A couple people in my free company have 90 fish. Well, the gathering skills are so hilariously fast. I feel like that's not even an accomplishment. I could probably just sit at the lowest level mining nodes and have 80 mining in a couple of hours, just raw dogging it. Like, the gathering skills are just so fast. I'm scared of how servers will be when the early access ends. Nothing will change. This is not early access. The game has released. Everybody pushing their fucking glasses up their nose. First of all, calm the fuck down. Nobody asked. Second of all, we have successfully allowed marketing teams to redefine most of the Merriam-Webster dictionary when the words are referring to video games. This is not early access. Everybody who bought Endwalker is playing. This isn't like there was a collector's edition or a premium thing that let you play 3 days early. It is literally everybody who bought Endwalker can play Endwalker. That's called releasing the game. The game is released. The game is out. This is Endwalker. The only restriction is if you did not buy it before Friday, you can't buy it for Monday. It's released, but purchasing has been turned off for 3 days. That's not early access, that's just out. That's... I don't know how else to define other than what all the people who don't own Endwalker will also be allowed to play. I cannot imagine, A, that in the current moment, there is nothing stopping people who don't own Endwalker from playing the regular game, unless I grossly misunderstand the situation. Like, if you only have... I mean, maybe not a free trial, because the free trial, I think, has some sort of login restrictions when there is a queue to stop the queue from being even bigger. But I'm pretty sure if you only have, like, the standard edition, you can still just log in and play right now. You just don't have any new content because nothing has changed for you. But yeah, the point where you can purchase the game, and when you have purchased the game, you can play the game, that's called released. The game is released. Like, that's out. So absolutely nothing is going to change on Monday. Didn't think you could? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Nextoof. We have, over the last 5 to 8 years, we have allowed the marketing teams in the video game industry to redefine most adjectives. And now we're even getting into, like, full just verbs and nouns. They have redefined the dictionary with things like beta test and early access, all of which just mean released now, but they are cool marketing buzzwords that can be used. Yeah, AFK. This is AFK. Oh, it flashed a little bit and I was worried it died. Like, it got, like, notably darker. This is AFK to most of the RuneScape community. This thing I'm actively doing while I'm drinking potions and clicking on enemies. Ooh. Admittedly, if it wasn't this stupid shitty room, it's way too big, and these guys were closer to me, it would actually be AFK, because I could just stand here and auto-retaliate, but these stupid idiots are just wherever, they will go wherever you are not. They are coded to be pacifists. Ah, this guy is lined up. He'll fight me next. So watch, here's AFK. Ready? AFK. I got to fight 2 consecutive guys that having to interact with the game client. If this guy walks left, I might even be able to fight a 3rd. But yeah, they have, we are at the like, darkest timeline for video games. Nothing means anything. Everything has been fully redefined. Shadowbringers. Endwalker is out. Nothing. Don't worry about it. It's out. I don't think it'll get any worse tomorrow. When it's double out. I literally do not know what changes tomorrow. Again, the early access is restricted to everybody who has purchased the video game. I have literally no concept of what actually changes tomorrow when it releases. What is the use case for a person who cannot play Endwalker right now but will be able to play tomorrow? What is the group of people? What defines that? People who have not bought the game yet, but intend to buy it tomorrow? I truly do not understand. It's going. It's going. We're getting there. We're gonna have some RuneScape time, though. People against pre-ordering games. It's not pre-ordering if you buy it when it's out. It's out. I mean, but you might technically be right. The only thing I can think of is people who literally bought it after it released on Friday. Which is not a pre-order. That is like a purchase delay. That's not a pre-order bonus, that's a post-order penalty. If you didn't buy the game before Friday, then when you buy it, there is a 72-hour lock on your account before you can play it. Is functionally what that is. Have we moved to negative reinforcement? Is that our new marketing content is negative reinforcement? Instead of enticing people to purchase the product, we will punish them for hesitating? I don't understand. I don't get the gaming industry anymore, chat. I'm an old boomer and I'm scared and confused. How many of these fuckers do I have? 3? I have been on some absolute bangers of Slayer tasks. Yeah, you're basically in a 72-hour queue. If you didn't pull the trigger before Friday, then when you purchase it, you will simply go into a 72-hour queue. And you can't play the game until the 72-hour queue is over. It's piety flicking time. I'm tired of you guys. Konar has been so incredibly generous to me with Slayer tasks. I had Aberrant Spectres, and then I had Dust Devils, and then I had Aberrant Spectres again. And they're dropping me so much fucking lettuce, dude. Come here. Come here! My last guy. I want to hit you. I'm gonna be drinking a prayer potion. No, fuck off. I'm done. I don't need any more. Go away. Oh no, I'm out of Malcolm teleports. Hello, Konar. What's next? Spectres! Dust Devils! Spectres! Dust Devils! It's fucking Christmas! It's Christmas on Mount Karum! Oh, I love it. It's fucking beautiful. The Smoke Dungeon is the one by Castle Wars, right? No, I'm glad I asked. The Smoke Dungeon is the one... Oh, it's the Desert Treasure Dungeon. It's the well. I didn't realize that was a place you could go for Slayer. What's this? What is... Then what is this? Oh, sorry, that's the Smoke Devil Dungeon. You're just looking for the Smoke Dungeon without the devils. What am I going to kill? Devils. Okay. I'm still not confident I understand the difference. Can you explain further, please? Yeah, bink. Again, it'll go to the list of things that need to go into that storage place. Go in here. I got some more shit to cash in. I have a hard casket. I did get a hard clue. I should probably have kept that locked, actually. You will notice that the Rune Warhammer is gone. The Rune Warhammer is gone because I got that clue step again. I got the emote clue step again, so it is now safely in a crate at the Fishing Guild. This casket is the direct reward for me having held onto that. Let's run a Gamba. It's gonna be a brief Gamba. I'm literally not even in the RuneScape category right now, but I'm also 3,400 people away from getting to... 3,300 people away from getting to play Final Fantasy. So hit up some Gambas, my dudes. It's one hard casket. I don't know how... This is probably going to be a fairly lightweight Gamba, seeing as it's an off-day stream, and we're not even supposed to be streaming RuneScape. I'm just stuck forever in Q-istan. Dragon Dart Tips. It's just cash. I hate you. Dragon Fruit Tree Seeds. That's... I have zero fucking complaints. That's a great series of chests. Other than the Monkfish. 4 out of 5? These are probably great eventually. I assume the dragon, like, ammo is going to be super useful. That's not bad. That's fantastic. That's not bad. That's not even awful because I do want cooking levels pretty badly. So, realistically, that was probably one of the better series of chest openings I think I've had. I don't know nearly enough about this topic to gamble, and yet here I am throwing resources away. I think I have maintained that I believe a hard casket to be pretty close to 50-50. Obviously, every time we pull a unique, the odds get just a little bit worse for believers. But I still think a hard casket's pretty close to 50-50. So I would just bet on whichever side had the better odds. But I have no verification of that. That's just kind of how I feel after the hard caskets I've opened so far. I feel like it's more or less 50-50. I want to get my shit back for free because I'm going to go kick a Spory in her treeness. So that I can get some shit. I won't go talk to Konar again. I want to use the fairy ring like some kind of weird fucking child that doesn't have the teleporter to the top of the mountain to go talk to Konar. Which is super convenient, by the way. That thing just being a teleport directly to the Slayer Master is S tier. So I gotta say, we gave Duracell, or his name is something really close to Duracell. I never remember it. We gave Duracell a pretty good shot. Why is there snow inside the greenhouse? Trencha was right. You guys are... This is the least effective greenhouse. What? Did it die? Every time it gets darker, I get scared. It's a greenhouse. How is there snow inside the greenhouse? That's, like... It's got one purpose. It's a very, like, specifically constructed structure. It's really very straightforward in what it does. And it keeps the things that are outside, outside. I guess before I get super geared up, let's open his casket and see what's going on. There's no roof on it. Non-believers coming in with a bit of weight. A lot more in the game than I expected for a random RuneScape game on a Final Fantasy stream on an off-day schedule stream it and announce. But let's see who takes it. Believers? Non-believers? Oh, those are apparently special plate legs. I was gonna say, nope, sorry, but apparently these are different from these. Hold on. I need a visual test. Okay, regular pants. I painted the kneecaps. I just painted the kneecaps. Well, believers have it. That's a new unique. And believers, I just want to make sure you guys understand that, you and the doubters, you're even. You're even for that whole Dragon Medhelm thing in Barrows. You guys remember the Dragon Medhelm thing? You're even. I feel cheated, but that is fully deserved. I don't know. That is, I think, the least that you could possibly put into a unique. That is the lowest amount of effort. It's not even like the gilded ones. It's just the kneecaps are slightly highlighted in a very, very minorly brighter blue. It's the least amount of effort you could conceivably put into something and still call it like a cosmetic upgrade. The seed dibber, and I also need the actual Hispori seed. Did I get the seeds out of my bank, or did I go look in there and get immediately distracted by the casket and the very slightly trimmed? Yeah, that was exactly what happened. Give me all these, please. That shit's going in here. I lost the Dragon Helm, was the person who brought up Firelighters. Well, fortunately for the non-believers, the reign of terror that is the Firelighter has come to an end. We have every kind of Firelighter now, so... There's still colored pieces of construction paper, and there are still random teleports. I thought it was the pile of teleports was the unique, but no, it was apparently the very slightly different plate legs. Okay, so here's my only fear. My only fear is I start this fight, and then my Final Fantasy lobby breaks. Nine 0, gross. 0-0, disgusting. 31-20, pretty good. That was feast and famine for sure on that set. How long is the AFK timer on Final Fantasy? It's fucking long. Final Fantasy doesn't really give a shit. Which I think is most of the problem with the congestion. Were I to engage in some extremely armchair theorizalization. There almost isn't one. You can actually just AFK forever in Final Fantasy. You can literally AFK forever. If you're in any kind of a menu or any kind of interaction, the game will not log you out at all. I've just kind of gotten up and walked away from the computer while I was doing crafting stuff a couple of times, and then ended up not coming back and going to bed, and I woke up the next morning and I'm still sitting there, hammer in hand, kneeled down next to my anvil, like, are we gonna go, or... So, like... It's, there was only technically an AFK timer. Gib? Redwood tree seed, edit seed. Pretty good. Pretty okay, we take those. Things that are useful. So the queue for Final Fantasy the whole time I was watching the Pathfinder stream last night. Just finished the Pathfinder game and tried to get into Final Fantasy and give up because the queue was so large. That's also what we're doing. We're working on it, we'll get there. It's a marathon, not a sprint. A very broken, error-filled marathon. Finish my contract, madam. Shit, my green scissors under my hand. I can't imagine what that could possibly do when I literally just looked at a tree and absorbed experience points. Fuck. Jenga berries. Well, hello, dingus. Your nuts are on Marshmallow's forehead. I don't think he probably doesn't appreciate that very much. He doesn't look bothered. He's a rat. It kind of comes with the territory. If you're gonna live in rat society, you know sometimes other rats are gonna decide to just climb all over you and you're gonna get nuts on your forehead. It's simply the way of the world. Fucking rodent. I'm just switching my gear around here. I should put a new tree down. What do I have the most of? Where are my trees? Ugh. I guess I'll just put a maple. I really don't want to use a yew or a magic. I don't have a lot of those to spare. We'll just toss a maple in there and kind of hope. I'm pretty sure maple can come up on a medium contract. What protects a maple tree? I'm pretty sure it's some little, like, bitch-ass fruit. It's very easy to get a hold of. It's 5 oranges, yeah. Super easy. The question, do I have 5 oranges, is probably no, but I mean, they're easy to get. I just have to go do it. Which brings up the incredibly important question, do I care enough to protect the maple tree? Yeah, I do. If it's gonna be in the farming guild where contracts happen, I should probably protect the maple tree. Marshmallow did enter the hammock when Dingus was already in it. Yeah, this fucking rat here fired the first shot. Now look at him. He looks so pleased with his life. He looks so comfortable. Luxuriating in his victory. The hammock now belongs to him. He can put up with having 2 rats on a sack longer than Dingus could. I'm 83. I thought it was 84 farming. I want 85, but like, I was originally planning to log in much earlier this morning and start this stream at like 11 or 12. But then there was this cool craft fair thing up in Gainesville. We wanted to go to it, so we went to it. Hung out for a couple of hours, and so I just logged in right when I got home. And I know I'm just like slinging dick directly into prime time and like the biggest this could possibly be. Almost halfway there. We will probably get to play some Final Fantasy today. I don't know how much, but it's gonna be some. So fun. The fair was neat. I got a bottle of basically it's functionally spicy vinegar with a whole bunch of these, I can't remember what they were called, these crossbred peppers that give it a ton of flavor and like spiciness that we can use for pretty much just anything. It's real neat. It's gonna be real good. It's like a hot sauce you can use on almost literally anything because it's much, I want to say lighter than a hot sauce, but that's not accurate. It's like very fucking flavorful. It's real good though. It's a real nice thing. I know my poison resistance is about to wear off. Shit's gonna get toxic. I win regardless because you chill stream while you wait. It's gonna be a chill stream one way or a chill stream the other. Like that's definitely happening. We're either gonna be vibing, fucking punching a tree for 6 hours so I can steal its goddamn roots. Hours. Queue length and timer, they're not fun, really aren't that bad for an expansion release. They're pretty bad. Look, I'm here to tell you that while the queue times, or the queue size and the length is understandable, it's pretty fucking bad. It's not bad for a game that's releasing 15 years ago. But I guess current year has kind of wrapped us around, and the quality and availability of servers is functionally identical to what it was 15 years ago. I should really get the oranges before I cut this thing down, huh? Because otherwise I'm going to have to rake, and I don't want to do that. I'm no closer to cutting it down than I was when I started, so, like, fuck it, I'll go get the oranges. What do we got? 2 Ranars? 4 Irits, 3 papayas, pretty good, pretty solid pouch. We're gonna take the hell out of that, honestly. Those aren't bad. I'm not sure what all was up here. Oh, it took my sapling, right? Saplings can go in here. Did you guys know I already had a bunch of fucking maple saplings? I forgot that was a place they could go. I did a lot of, I did all my battle staves, by the way. If you're wondering why my cash stack has quadrupled, I did all my battle staves. I made a decent surplus of toppers. I more or less cleaned this out. This is what's piled up over the last couple Slayer tasks. We've done good. We're getting back around to good places. Well, the Final Fantasy XIV devs are wonderful people. They and their execs were no doubt trying to cut costs as much as possible when it comes to servers. This is the one time in the history of modern video games where I will disagree and I will give it to the devs and the shareholders and the execs and say, I really do not think this is a cutting costs and corners issue this time. I don't think there is much they could have done about the size of the queues, which I'm saying, like, it's bad, but it's not really their fault. They literally, like, every industry on the goddamn, the oranges guy, right? Every industry on the goddamn planet has been ruined by the semiconductor shortage. Anything with any kind of, like, tech or computers is sheboyganed. They literally cannot, like, no matter how much effort they wanted to put in, you just can't realistically get servers right now. You can't, like, add more. It's not an option you have. Does that suck? Yeah, absolutely. Is it understandable? Yes. One period in human history where I'm gonna side with the devs, because you guys know I will not pass up on an opportunity to shit on cut corners and poor decision making, but this one's really just not their fault. Oh, hi. Medium clue? No? Fair enough, have a nice day. And yeah, when they got their huge surge of players, like, it isn't like they looked at their player numbers last Thursday and thought, hey, Jim, do you think we have enough servers for the players that have purchased Endwalker so far? Like, do you think we're gonna have enough space? And they're like, oh, fuck, do we not? Hey, can you call, Murphy's server deliveries and see if we can get, I don't know, a couple thousand slots overnighted to us so we can just kind of plug into the Final Fantasy machine, because it's that simple and that's how it works. They've, I'm sure, been trying since their population fucking exploded. But I mean, WoW killing itself and bleeding 80% of its population to Final Fantasy XIV happened after the huge global semiconductor shortage. Like, this is a problem that has been going on. Neat. Going on for some time. It's not like it's a brand new problem. It's been a year or two of this issue. I've read several articles that mention that as much as it sucks having server capacity cover peak players on an expansion release. Well, there's also that. I mean, yeah, you're not going to buy 1 million servers just for release day, but that's also not how the world works anymore. You can rent servers. You can get temporary space. It's not 2011. Your options aren't do nothing or purchase in full new server racks that are your problem forever. Like, we're not cavemen. We have technology. But you can't even do that right now because nobody has all the servers they want. Rent Amazon servers, they don't need them for New World. How's New World doing, by the way? Look at this. Ah! Not awful. That's actually a lot better than I thought. Like, this is expected. Every game that's ever come out does this. So I guess realistically, like, this is probably more notable. That's not bad. They're doing a lot better than I thought they were. If you just listen to the, screeching chimpanzees that occupy the vast majority of the internet, you would expect this to be 1/10 of what it is. It's doing pretty good, it seems. New World's doing perfectly fine. New World's chilling. They're vibing. Having a good time. Because I can hit you with some reality here. For a general comparison as to how well it's doing. They're doing pretty good, I think. They're doing alright. That's obviously a meme. The vast majority of RuneScape's players are not playing in a Steam client. I'm not playing in a Steam client. I'm not adding to that number. It's funny how low this is, though. Fucking nobody is using the Steam client. The Steam client is actually dead content. I'm curious. That's interesting. But where this also has a standalone? But that's interesting. The claims of New World's death have been greatly over-exaggerated. That game's doing fucking great. New World's vibing. 150,000 concurrents through a major, massively anticipated release of what is probably the biggest MMO right now. New World's fucking vibing. I really honestly thought I was gonna pull it up and see like 15K. I fully, like, with all the fucking doomsaying and everything I've heard about New World, I fully expected to see like 15K. God, people are talking about it like it is, you know, World of Warcraft, like it's a rotting corpse on the ground. But New World's fucking chilling. They're chilling. Having a great time. That's WoW fucked up badly. RuneScape has more players than WoW at the moment. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, RuneScape's actually pretty fucking big. Like, RuneScape is almost certainly, I would say 100% guaranteed top 5 MMOs by player base. Like, old school RuneScape. This one. Very possibly top 3. This game's fucking big. Like, RuneScape's doing great, man. We're just chilling. Can this tree fucking fall over? Please! I just want your roots! Just fucking collapse! What are you made of, magic? Fair, I guess. GG, honestly, well played. Maybe if you stop swinging your axe at the air 15 feet to the right. And we got like 6 logs before this, too. I don't know what the odds of a tree falling over are or how many logs you can have, but this is actually insane. This tree is invincible. I have become too powerful. My gardening skills have reached deific level. My trees that I grow are wholly indestructible. Every time, I gotta look at the spooky flickers, because if it's an error, I have to get back in pretty quickly or I'm gonna lose my spot. And if I lose my spot, I'm just gonna give up. I'm leveling expectations here for everybody. If I lose my spot in this queue, I'm just gonna give up. You're exceptional at slicing full logs from a still alive tree. Well, I imagine they're like thick branches, and I'm not really taking the core supporting base of the tree, and I'm more, you know, cutting these things that are up here. But then you can actually do that. That's the one thing I know the snippers actually do, is cut branches, but those are smaller branches. Not as branchable. This tree. This tree. This motherfucking tree. You cut out a wedge by the time you take it out, it's grown back. Magic Tree is living up to its goddamn name, I'll tell you that. I gotta bank these fucking logs. Does this say Charlie the Tramp? No, okay. That is a clue that is almost on top of a fairy ring. So that's about the least effort you could ever put into a clue. Teleport to a fairy ring while in possession of a shovel. GG. Ow. I thought Dingus got out of the cage. I heard a suspicious sound that very much came from the floor level of this room. But it was Dingus, rooting through the food bowl. Did he escape? I'm paying that little attention. Is the rat free? Rat is not free. He is a rat. He is contained. Well, chat, once... You know, I was gonna say a thing. I was gonna say once we are finished with this tree, but I'm starting to slowly accept that there is a 50-50 chance. It's a total coin flip of which of these completes first. The destruction of this tree, or the end of the Final Fantasy queue. Absolute 50-50. But if it is the tree that finishes first, what do we want to go do? I think I got 3 solid candidates. I don't want to, like, get super involved into something I can't leave. Even though this queue is clearly going to be a while. I don't want to start a quest or whatever. I think... I also have not gotten 1 log since we came back here, by the way. Barrows farming? Volcano with the boys. Or Winterton for Pagey. Start a third game? Hold on. Open up, let me fire up BlueStacks so we'll get Battle Cats going too. Triple game drifting. I need a Q game for my Q game. I could open like Potion Craft. Potion Craft is funny. Zelkano sounds useful. They're all useful. That's why they're the options. Is this trade defective? Is my axe defective? Am I not actually woodcutting? Am I just like in a fake animation? What is happening? I don't have a single log. It's like woodcutting. It's not, okay, I barely am at the woodcutting requirement for these trees, to be fair. This tree just turned on its fucking hacks. I think this tree is... Oh my god, it died. Go, 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 go! That one last fucking log. That last log would not give... Oh, uh-oh, that's an error. Oh no! Oh no! Get back in! Get back in! That's the game crashing error! Alright, authentic, and you have to go to get your two-factor authentication, you have to reopen your launcher, you have to fully relaunch, because that closes your entire client. The connection error force closes the full client. Tree killed the other game. Now the problem is, you can combo errors. We did not, fortunately. We did not combo error, so we should go right back to where we were. Good. Vibin'. Combo errors are where it gets spooky. If you go right back in, it does save your spot for a bit. But if you get a combo error, you can go back to the beginning. Yummy. Why is this even here and already checked anyway? Why do I even have this? Okay, so the screen will go fully black if we get an error. So if the wrapper here goes completely black, we errored. I don't need to be afraid of any like flickering or anything like that. It will go all the way black if there's a problem. Guess I could, oh that's on checkout. Everything else is ready to be harvested for contracts. All right, chat, Barrows, Volcano, or Winter Toad? Winter Toad, I have not done in forever, just gives me a ton of generally useful stuff, and now that I have come to appreciate the true value of the Tome of Fire, you know, it seems like it's not a bad idea to get more pieces of paper for it. There's only one way to do that. Has to actually do Winter Toad. Zelkano drops me a ton of valuable smithing supplies. Zelkano is great. Zelkano is good. All praise the Hypno Toad. And, you know, just snorting up some barrows can give me a whole bunch of generally useful items. What do you think, chat? First of all, do we have any lads who want to do Zelkano? Because one of the upsides of Zelkano is that you can, you know, do it with the boys. We can all go on an adventure together. We can all go abuse Rock Lady. Because if not, that narrows it down to probably just barrows spam, realistically. Good in 5 minutes. Well, if nobody has any, it's E2, but if nobody, if there's not a chat general interest, Snortin' Barrows is probably the one that I'm going to default to, because we can get Gamba in there, so we can get, you know, everybody involved via casino. It'll take a very long time to get my RuneScape account to Priv. That's the advantage of Winter Toad. Almost everybody can come hang out. All you need is 50 fire making, and I think there was a second requirement, but it was 50 fire making, someone that I know. this work? I forgot this was an item that existed. What do you do again? Surely everybody in Barrows is undead, right? They're literally all ghosts. I forgot this was an item that existed. I could not tell you the last... I don't know that I've ever used this. I think we got it. I put it in my bank and immediately forgot about it forever. I do not think I have ever pulled out the salve amulet one time in my life. They're also buried in because you find them by opening coffins. I should probably bring that. It's probably useful. Wear this. We equip these, and that's exclusively to kill RM. Honestly, I think I could probably survive having -10 magic. That's probably fine. Alright, there we go. And then we bring Hat Bonk, and we bring Hat Gat. And then we bring a shovel. We bring the rune pouch. We bring, oh God, Derek is in the crypt. Please help me. Jesus, protect me. And then we bring some food. That sure looks like the anatomy of a Barrows run to me. Death runes. I literally forget the runes every single time. Why? It's the runes. It's the actual mechanic by which you can do magic. It's the thing that I never remember. Can't easily bring the music panel up right now because that's actually integrated specifically into the RuneScape overlay. Not this. I'm curious if we'll notice a difference with this. It claims to be attack and damage, so if I hit anybody for more than 25, it's working. Because 25 is the max hit of Ivan Blast. Oh, it's snowy in the Barrows. They have a Christmas Barrows. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Instant Spooky Boy Tunnel. That's a little pain. I'm really curious. I want to see higher than 25. We want to see a fat numerical appear on this man. Hot take, I dislike HD. It looks even worse with the winter theme. It's okay to have Stockholm Syndrome. Like, you're a victim, and nobody should hold it against you. Is the product of your circumstance. I think that it's working. I don't think I can hit a 26 just shooting this guy in the void. We are toasting this man. I am flipping his fucking flapjacks. I'm pretty sure it's working. I mean, why wouldn't it? They're obviously undead. The problem isn't that I wasn't sure it would work. The problem is I forgot this item existed ever since I got it. Jacking his flaps. You can check your regular range max. Oh, it's true. Next time I'm in the house, I can just literally shoot one at the dummy. 26. It was with Eagle Eye. But 26. That is the max, normally. I want to know. I want to know. Apparently I can hit a 29 with my gun. Holy fuck. That's a way bigger number than I thought it was going to be. Apparently I can just shoot a dude for 29 damage. That's just a thing that I can do. Slap. That's not slap, that's gat. That's a bullet. Which is probably not something I should do with my punching bag in my house. It's not really designed to be shot with a gun. Well, whether or not it's working, I will accept the placebo effect. And it looks nice. It got a little blue rock. It's neat, I like it. I'm sure we'll get definitive proof. Well, I guess we would only get definitive proof if it was working. You can't. It's hard to prove a negative. It's a common fact of science and just not even just science, just like physics and mathematics and logic. Really, it's logic and reason. A common factoid of logic and reason more people should know is that it's nearly impossible to, if not outright impossible, to prove a negative. It is the source of a great amount of misinformation throughout the world. Why haven't blankety blank been proven? Why wouldn't they have had this if that wasn't possible? Well, because you can't prove a negative. That's not how that works. Some knowledge, enrichment for your life if you didn't know that. Didn't happen, so it doesn't work easy. Regardless, the alternative is the glory, which I feel like does nearly nothing for us as we're doing barrows anyway. I gotta be fucking ready to match prey melee. This is Derek's house. At least we got very short tunnel. Almost fucked it up. Derek's house, and Derek's an angry boy. 20. 20. 17. 21. Very consistent damage. Where were these hits against the fragment? I mean, we ripped on the fragment sometimes. Ah, shit. Okay, I think I checked this before. Does it still count as kill credit if I get Iron Man? It doesn't, right? It doesn't, no. It's completely worthless in all means. Bonka. 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 Oh, I need to open the fucking casino! Hold on. Cool thing within the next 5 chests. I gotta make the submission period pretty short. Seeing as I forgot about it until just now. There you go. Any kind of a barrow's unique, dupe or otherwise, within the next 5 chests. Bolt racks do not count. Anything else that comes within its collection log, anything else that is a piece of the barrow's equipment sets does. I don't trust the casino anymore. Understandable. See, really all I'm doing is I'm providing a public service. Teaching everyone the dangers of gambling. You don't want to gamble. Sometimes when you gamble, you lose all your fucking money. Okay, let me open this up. So that, hypothetically, if there is an item in here, I'm just going to instantly end submissions. If I don't want to stand here for a minute and the odds are low enough, we're probably fine. Alright, cool. So it is technically 4 chests at this point. Give you a little bit of insider trading information for those of you who haven't placed their faith one way or the other yet. Dig a hole in my floor. Wasn't what I meant to click on. My mouse cable got stuck. Go in portal. I wish to go evaporate more mans with Gamer Gorilla. My brother and Ivan. A Jew can break his fucking ankles. He doesn't look like a swift lad. I mean, if nothing else, confirmation bias train is now leaving the station. We are fucking hitting on these dudes. We are absolutely hitting. And it's possible that this 20% damage increase isn't a 20% like max damage increase. It just makes it more likely to roll higher. Like if you roll a 20, you would instead roll a 24. So on and so forth. If you roll a 0, 20% more than 0 is definitely still 0. Because I feel like we are throwing some nuclear bombs. Ah, this dick. Wizard man's going to the hole. Hey you! Dickhead. Most of these hits are hella sending it. Can we science that out? If it was a 20% increase, is there a number we couldn't roll? 20% more than 10 be 12, 20% more than 9. Depending on how it rounds. Could only be 10. It might be impossible to hit an 11. RuneScape seems to round down in all situations. Like, fully down. I think a 1.9 would be round down to a 1. Have we hit an 11 on anybody? What's about the 20% increase? Well, I just remember this item exists. Because I was gearing up for Barrows. And now we're timeout. Error! Marshmallow! Help! My client has crashed once more. I must fully re-authenticate because this is how a functioning AAA game works. A minor network error completely closes the client and forces you to fully relaunch and log back in. This is an acceptable thing in 2021. Again, I have no complaints about the length of the queue. Or their server capacity or whatever. This shit's unacceptable. Are we gonna combo? Combo error? I'm not ready for a combo error. I'm not ready, Nitro Fun, please. Please. Combo error? Fully closes the client? Relaunch? Relog? Reauthenticate? This is where it gets scary. This is where you start fucking praying to Gothics for balance. Please, no double combo. I don't know where the line is, but I feel like if you hit an error more than 2 or 3 times in a row, you're out. You just poink and you don't get to play today. You've triple comboed and still gotten in? Gotten 5 and still at your spot. Okay, we might have a little more leeway than we initially may have feared. Leeway is good, because it's looking like a triple combo is coming. It should, yep, it should go pretty quickly after the logo pops up. I feel like my authentication codes are consistently very small numbers. Like, it's confirmation bias, obviously, like all things almost, but... Triple combo, we're going for the quadra. Going for the quadra error combo. And it hits and it pops up, and it usually connects. If it's gonna connect, it's usually a couple seconds after the logo. And if it goes much longer than about here, it's probably an error. Looking like we're getting a quadra. Yep, quadra error. Alright, let's see if we can pull out a penta error. I think I think our queue's gone, boys. I think stream is kill. I think it's over, lads. I don't want to give up hope entirely, but I think it's over. Oh! We got quadruple error? It's not over! It's not over! We're still in the queue! Alright. We survived. Where? This is not the Final Fantasy. Not yet. Well, the fact that you can survive a quadruple error does make me feel a bit more comfortable, for sure. I definitely feel better having survived a quadruple. 90% sure you only get picked if you get to 0 while not in a queue. That could be possible. It goes to check to log you in and sees you're no longer there and then just yeets you. So it's only real scary if you're in the low hundreds. Assuming that's true. These are assumptions. They got a very limited server space. They have to ration it out based on desire and commitment. Only the most dedicated can log in. Not over till it's over. Don't give up just because you got 4 error 2002s in a row and you assume your spot is gone. It's just, it slaps so hard. It's such a good song for its lyrics in so many situations on stream, but God, it also just bangs. Stupid wizard ghost. I'm literally not afraid of him at all. Everybody nodders. I haven't updated BTTV emotes in a while. So I don't have whatever the new kids are emoting these days. I like how one of them in the puzzle is literally fucking sideways, like. It's the wrongest you could have gotten it. Not over till it's over. This is a zoomer. Wow, I don't like it. That's an emote. Gun. Because I'm old and new things scare and confuse me. Slap! Slap! Okay. Slap! Okay. Slap! There we go. It took 3 tries, but we got it in there. I don't want to fight a bunch of tiny tampons. Give me real boys! Our battle be legendary. Smack. 0. Legendary. Ow. I'm getting poked. My auto retaliates on. I could probably just stand in the room. Let them kind of line up and come to me and do whatever the fuck they want to do. Let's go on Discord. I got 2 messages. Not sure. Doesn't appear to be super important to them, though. Where are we at? Almost down to 3 digits. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're almost there. Real close. I'm getting sucked by this little worm man. He is giving me the suck, and I don't appreciate it. It's not good suck. Started at what? I started at pretty much 5,000, so we're like 80% of the way there, although the first about 1,000 were done before I even started stream. But we're getting there. Keeps that bad? Well, the game is 2 days old. It's a Sunday afternoon. It has both... Oh, shit. I was already gone. Sorry. My chest was already open. I was just getting the kills. I'm sorry, friend. I didn't mean to ignore you. Now I look like a... I was gonna say a dickhead, but just a bot, probably, realistically. There's a whole lot of belief in this Gamba, by the way. This is a fat, belief-stacked Gamba. Okay, bye. Good luck, homie. Fuck you. I'm sorry, brother. It wasn't meant to be this way. I don't think the salve amulet works. That or it is just a 20% boost, but it can't actually, like, doesn't actually increase the max hit. You look like a WoW player. Oh, well, that's, yeah, fair. Fair enough. Touch. Touch. Good luck, Gamer Gorilla. Who's that guy? Who do I owe a GL? Arknax. I've been here in a while. How are things? Well, pretty good. You know, we're just doing some RuneScape. Doing some binary Final Fantasy queuing. Making progress. Someone called me a WoW player during a Final Fantasy queue. As I said, transmog instead of glamour. And the venom they said it with made me fearful. Were you, like, in Discord with them, or did you just assume a whole lot of meaning out of some words in a text box? It was kind of rando as I... Miss Battle Cats is a cute game. The problem with Battle Cats is I do not think that it would have lasted long enough to get us all the way through this fucking queue. That was the problem with it initially, really. There's so much shit we can do in RuneScape while we're queuing. Gosh. Yeah, the energy system vis-a-vis, it's very much a mobile game. Makes it tough to be consistent with. And that becomes a non-issue later. It becomes very close to a non-issue. But in the beginning, boy howdy in the beginning, it is a mobile experience where you can do 5 levels and you're out of sauce. It's not actually the beginning, it's the worst. It's like the early mid-game of Battle Cats where it's really, really, really bad. Because the energy cost of things have increased a decent amount, but your energy pool hasn't really caught up to compensate much yet. You get even to, like, the back half of the mid-game, and energy is no longer a concern you ever fucking think about again, but it takes a while to get there. Oh, the problem is it doesn't mean I can't enjoy it as a meme. That's fair. Solid meme. Guthan? Cassandale's crypts, in my experience, have been very Guthan heavy. What'd I say? What'd I fucking say? I make Final Fantasy players confused when I say charge instead of gap closers. Final Fantasy has a lot of very weird terminology. Because I have played... I think I can say I've played a lot of MMOs. I've played a pretty good number of different MMOs. The terminology is very universal. It's as if the Final Fantasy community went out of their way to make up different, generally way worse words for things, instead of just calling it what everybody else in every other video game calls it. Because most of the terminology you people use is unique to Final Fantasy, and again, there is a universal term for it in every other MMORPG I've ever fucking played. But then the ones that are generally more mechanical, they use the universal terminology. There's a couple things in no-screen-scape you can metamorphosize. People just call it transmog. Yeah, transmog is the universal term. Transmog is the, like, global, cross-platform, universal term for, like, cosmetic reskinning things. It's called transmog. It's been called transmog forever. It was transmog before WoW. It will be transmog long after WoW. It's called transmog. I think only WoW actually calls it transmog in-game. Oh, hello. But it doesn't matter what it's called in-game, because everybody calls it transmog in every game. Except Final Fantasy, for whatever reason. Clings to the weird thing the game decided to call it. In no other community has it ever mattered what the game decided to call it. Because it's transmog. Everybody knows what transmog is. That's like a universally accepted term throughout the MMORPG sphere. Oh, mogging is a bridge since the mog station's a thing? Well, I mean, mog or X-mog is the thing most people generally would call it. Nobody's typing out the whole fucking word transmog. When was the last time you saw a fucking MMO player type the entire name of anything in the game? Everything must be abbreviated to 3 letters or less. So it's just mog, but... you know. Yeah, like when you get souls in a Souls-like game, yeah, it doesn't matter if they're called fucking blood echoes or pubic hairs or whatever, they're souls. It's souls. Your checkpoints are campfires, bonfires rather. Your checkpoints are bonfires. Literally nobody calls the XP resource blood echoes in Bloodborne, they're just souls. It's always souls. It's a universally accepted word that bridges individual games. It defines a genre. Final Fantasy, though, you guys would call it whatever stupid made-up name that the game decided to call it. Because that's just what they do here. But again, it's a Final Fantasy exclusive thing. And I wonder if part of it is due to a large portion of the Final Fantasy XIV player base sharing something very in common with the RuneScape player base, and that is that they play no other video games. That's somewhat true of the MMO space more than most others. I feel like people who play an MMO more than any other game are much more likely to not play any other game and to only play their one MMO and have no other intersection with, like, the gaming community. But that's also true of every other MMO. I mean, it could be more true of Final Fantasy, I guess. I don't think this necklace does anything here. I feel like this necklace works specifically against probably 9 enemies that it's hard-coded to work against, and nothing else. Is my current guess. And it is thusly pretty much worthless. Outside of whatever situation it's hard-coded. Like, there's no way I wouldn't have hit a higher than 25 by now. If it was a thing that I could do. I don't think you are of the specific small group of people who have been chosen to be explicitly what the Salve Amulet is for. Well, there still is at least 10 enemies. Which is weird, because you would think even were it hard-coded to only work against a very small group of specific enemies, Barrows would be on that list. Seeing as you get the thing literally right here. This isn't... Uh-oh. 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 Rats! Rats! Lend me your energy! He's doing it. He's coming. Marshmallow's concerned. He's approaching. What do you need? Take my rat fervor. Nope. Never mind. I'm going back to sleep. Fuck you. We don't gotta worry unless we get at least, like, 4 disconnects. All right, back in easy. Didn't even get a 2-piece combo. The number's getting low, though. Any errors in the future are going to be scary. Because we're almost there. And the current prevailing theory is that if we error out when we hit the front, the queue will check us, see we're not online, reject us. And then we're at the end. We'll see. Ah, you almost had it. You almost had it, buddy. He was so close. He was almost there. I may be making a new one on the EU server because they may be sleeping. I have heard, I mean, I'm not telling you to abandon your plans and run for the hills. From what I have heard, the EU servers are exponentially worse than the NA servers. EU is an extra digit on their queues. Though the prime time is probably a lot more in your favor right now. I have heard it's way worse over there. Like, I'm gonna do Carol RM Gutham. Because Carol is the only one who you absolutely cannot run out of prayer for. Carol will fucking obliterate you. This guy's damage is insane. He fucks. And I have to pee. Which is a problem, because I can't really do that. If I pee in at errors, I have fear. Has very much RuneScape moved to enemies actually have Pokemon S modifiers like Undead? No. No. Semicolon. Some enemies, like whoever the fuck this is specifically coded to work on, I imagine will have a specifically coded interaction with an item that is meant to counter them. But there aren't, like, types. Enemies are just enemies. Wrong button. My brain was still on RM. Like, you have all these different spells that do air and earth and water and fire damage, and they literally don't matter. They just are progressively, it's air, water, earth, fire is just progressively stronger. There's not, like, elemental damage. There was, and this is the perfect exception that proves the rule here, there was that one guy that we fought in Desert Treasure who had to be hit with fire spells. Or water spells. Maybe it was the opposite. I think it was actually the opposite. He was fire and he had to be hit with water spells. But that's what I mean. That was a guy who his, like, specially hard-coded mechanic was that he was weak to water spells as, like, a boss mechanic. Dagonaut. Dagonaut's the perfect example of no, there definitely are not types. She rotates through being immune to, those elements. DT had one boss. There was one. Oh, right. There was. Okay, I'm not crazy. There was the ice guy. Right, there was also the ice guy. There was both. Whose tunnel is this? This is RM's. I'm not scared. I have no respect for this man. Little shit wizard casting fucking firebolt. Little dickhead. So there are occasionally, like, boss or mini-boss fights where one dude will have a specifically coded interaction with one ability or type of ability. But by and large, no, there's not types. Gun. Dude, I can't believe how hard this dude's staff fucking balls. RM's staff, I don't know if I directly owe it thanks for a completion of Song of the Elves, but it sure didn't fucking hurt. I'll tell you that much. It sure didn't hurt. This guy's staff of unlimited power was the best asset I could possibly have gotten from Barrows. And really just exhibit A of why we're down here doing stuff. That's a good hit. Good hit. Bonk. I think I just fucked up that dude's path thing super hard. I hate that shit when you're trying to go a door and someone else opens it. I can't believe the staff, they made the staff one-handed. I had no idea that it was anything different until chat was telling me. Have we gotten 0 death runes? We have. No death runes yet. But my stack is definitely decreasing. I'm not fighting a tampon. That's a complete waste of time. There was so little. You mentioned Monster Examine. Is that one of RuneScape's introduced tools? There's nothing really. Monster Examine. The thing that enemies do have, well, they don't really possess types. Enemies quite frequently do have resistances to, or weaknesses to different kinds of, like, full broad kinds of damage. Like, there is bludgeoning, piercing, slashing. There is your old fantasy melee damage trifecta. And there's also magic and ranged. Magic is just magic. There's not really types. That does very much exist. There is very much weaknesses and resistances to types of damage. And Monster Examine can tell you those, which is actionable knowledge for sure. Especially against bosses or larger enemies. Or Slayer tasks where you're going to kill a billion of them in a row. I'm going to run and pee real quick. I'm not going to throw a break screen or anything. I'm just really going to hope that it's like, oh, Jesus, please don't die. We're in the scary part. If that dies, it's scary. down here? All right, one more lap around the Barrows circuit. Only been in queue. Stream's been live for about 2 hours, and probably about 30 minutes before that, so about 2.5 hours. Like 2 hour 15 minute, because we've been live for like about 45. 2 hour 15 or so has been the queue, and we are near it. Oh, please don't die. This is the part that's scary. This is the real fight. You have to do all the pre-mechanics in the early phases to get here. But this is really the actual encounter. It's really just this part. No fucky. Please no fucky. Let me in. The other thing that I'm worried about, it's not impossible, is we left off, I'm pretty sure, more or less immediately before the first dungeon. And I'm worried that if we try to use the duty finder and it crashes or dies, since this game encountering any minor error of any kind force closes the client entirely and makes you relaunch and re-authenticate and relog back in from scratch, I'm worried that any error trying to connect to the duty server could kick us out of the game entirely into the back of the queue. That's definitely a thought that I've had. I don't like it. It doesn't make me happy. Spooky. In my pooping hole. But I don't imagine, I'd like to believe anyway, once you're in, it's really stable. Yeah, I don't think the duty servers are going to have a problem, because the duty servers aren't handling any more people than usual. It's the ingest servers that are dying. A final run for the believers here. I just want to say the odds are literally 1. You get a 20% payout if you believed. You have 6 to 1 odds as a doubter. Believers, I don't know if I've told you this before, you're fucking idiots. Like, I appreciate your support, I really do. I appreciate that you believe, but you're dumb as hell. Like... You all collectively would struggle to pour water out of a boot with the instructions written on the heel. Oh, hey, YouTube, how you doing? Y'all some dumb motherfuckers. So I apologize in advance for the 50k points that are about to be redistributed. But hey, maybe you get lucky. Even if you do, you win basically nothing. This is not believers. Oh, yeah, I see. Oh, I do see that. It was actually even. It was 10 to 10. It was a low power Gamba. Of course, it's a Barrows Gamba on a stream that wasn't meant to be RuneScape. It was a low powered Gamba. But it was a little in your favor until Gabriel came in at the end and just yeeted 50k on the belief. Didn't matter where he put that 50k. It was going to end the same result for one group of you. It's truly unfortunate for the believers. He sent you a goddamn message. Quit believing. Let's go see. Let's go see if this world has justice. I would like a cool thing. I don't know what kind of cool thing. The only set I know what it does is Derek. And it's very nice. Derek's set's really cool for Nightmare Zoning. Both Derek's set and how Nightmare Zone functions are Cursed Knowledge. You know, two pieces of Cursed Knowledge that kind of go together a little bit. They came from the same curse. But I don't believe I have one single piece of his gear. And I believe it is all basically useless without all of it. And I realize now, quite late into our adventures, over a year of having this account. Well, I'll take that. The real Iron Man ass cancer is gonna be things that have set bonuses. Things where I need every single piece, which are all individually quite rare, before they do anything of value. Fortunately, Barrows does farm very easily and quickly. But it's shit like Barrows that's gonna maximize the suck. This stuff is about as bad as it's gonna get. I don't want to look at it. I shouldn't have looked. I shouldn't have looked. I shouldn't have looked. I shouldn't have looked. I've never seen a more terrifying number. Never have I felt such fear. You shouldn't have looked! I think we're done, boys. I think we're done. I will attempt to relaunch, but I think we're done. 2.5 hours for an error. Two and a half full hours in queue for a connection error. I don't think we're good then. I'm pretty sure we're at the back of the line. There's no queue to put us back in. We were done. Nah, we're fucked, boys. We're fucked. It's even a double error. There's no way. There's absolutely no chance. She's dead, Jim. Double error on the connection. I just want to see my 7,000 queue so I can go on with my day. Triple error. Yep, we're out. GG. GG, well played, boys. We hit a we hit a back-to-back-to-back error wall at the end of the queue. Quadruple error. errors. Nope. It's dead. All I want is for it to show me positioning queue 7,900 so I can go do something else. Like that's all I want. At this point, I just want you to show me that you have completely failed on every possible level as a game and a company so that I can go do something else. Maybe if I wait a second before I start. There's no way that makes a difference. Maybe the opposite. Maybe I'm not hitting start fast enough. Maybe we have to hammer that as quickly as physically possible. 5 errors. Position 1, 5 errors. I think right here I'm gonna hit this like frame 1. Lower than I thought. It's like frame 4. Six errors. There is any last hope there was that maybe, just maybe, we could have gotten back in and gone in is dead. It's even erroring faster at this point. I don't even fucking care to switch scenes, honestly. This shit's all started anyway. And at the moment, how much I care about my fucking Final Fantasy XIV account is at an all-time low. Please hack my account. Free me from this fucking hell. Seven errors. Position 1, 7 errors. Eight errors. Well, bad news. Family definitely just made a stream is about over. So, unfortunate timing, but, hey, what's up, buddy? Oh, come on in. 8 errors. Can we do 9? Can we get to the second digit? Can we add another digit to the back-to-back errors? If I 2002, this will be my 9th consecutive. Oops, I fucked up. If I 2002, this will be my 9th consecutive 2002 error. After 2.5 hours of queuing. Maybe record at 12. Ooh, 12. Okay. Okay. I think I can do it. I'm only 3 off. We're on pace. I'll take your 12. We're on pace. You think you're fucking fancy with your 2-digit consecutive error count? You little bitch. Watch. Watch how a true professional fails to connect to the game and loses literally 2.5 hours of queue progress. Nine. I'm on your 2 digits now. On your 2 digits. We have a small password because Final Fantasy has like a tiny dick little password because I made the account and I was like, I literally don't care about this account at all. And it has the dumbest little shitty password that I can just type in quickly. Because I don't care about this account. I didn't care about this account, and then I got kind of into the game, and now I don't care about the account again. So, you know, it's come full circle. Here's my 2 digits, by the way. Here's my 10 error. Give him the fucking 10-piece. Give him the McDonald's $5.99 right here. 10-piece chicken nugget. Easy. Easiest thing, but we still gotta go 2 more. We need 2 more. We still need 2 more.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Fapples come in here. Throwing a 12 on the table. Powerful fucking source of energy, to be sure. Zone 1, welcome back into the pool. 42 months. Adam Mox got the hat for you. Let me hit you with 11s.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Me hit you with a fucking 11. I'm coming for that booty, I told you. Fapple, 20 months in the pool. Jasteron picking up that hat. You with the shiniest queen. Thank you for the raid. Unfortunately, ain't nothing gonna be happening here. But thank you. The greatest win condition. Hey, damn it. God, I didn't get the 12. I only got 10. I got the double digit. And we're done for the day. So, unfortunately, we did not get to have a stream. There was no chance that didn't happen. There was absolutely no chance anything else happened at that point. There was no way we were still in there. So 2.5 hours of my life down the fucking toilet. Great time. Glad to be here. Enjoyed it. At least we got to go do nothing in Barrows for 5 runs. And click on some plants in the farming guild. 10 out of 10 experience. Have you heard of the critically acclaimed Mamorpaga that it is literally unplayable trash? What?
Why are you being so negative? It's Sunday afternoon.
Everyone looks confused.
I am confused.
Anyway, went to hang out for about some updates. Sorry we didn't get to actually have a stream. Bye.